Pretty fucking good game. I think I like it even more playing it through a second time. I love the last fight.
That guy, he fucking disappeared, man.
The one-eyed guy?
Yeah.
Well, he helped us out then.
Phineas,
He never came back.
That sucks.
He's a cool character, though.
Yeah, it seemed like a drop plot point or something.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I dig this game. I definitely like older Devil May Cry's a lot, but I also just really like this game.
Yeah.
There are a couple of downsides. The escort cat mission really sucks. The final gear cog mission does kind of suck.
Yeah.
But that I can't think of any other parts of the game that just like outright blow. You know.
I think no lock on kind of sucks.
The subway part kind of isn't that great.
Yeah.
No lock on is a little difficult, but I mean I got over it pretty fast.
I don't think it's game breaking. I just think it's like it would have been nice to have.
Yeah,
especially since LB wasn't used for anything. It's like there you go. You could have just had it.
LB? LB is used for something.
Was it?
Yeah. LB was something. I used it a lot. I can't remember what exactly. This is dodge. This is fucking something.
I don't know,
I can't
dude.
think of it at the moment.
I don't know, because L trigger is angel weapons, and R trigger is demon weapons, and RB is dodge, and LB is...
And L3 and R3 are demon mode.
Not demon mode is what it is. And
it's not demon mode, yeah. Yeah, fun as fuck game. There's Itsuno as the supervising director, telling him how to make action. Telling him what to do to make a good action game.
Yeah. And they had a supervising game designer as well, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the game itself is actually pretty good. I kind of don't understand why it exists. Like, that part of it... The part of rebooting Devil May Cry, to me, still is a mystery.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
I don't know why Capcom didn't try to make a brand new IP out of this.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, having it as a brand new IP would just... It would strengthen your portfolio.
Yeah.
I understand the point of nobody wants to make new IPs anymore. They just want shit that's safe, that's going to sell, blah, 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 blah.
This game is
But I think that kind of like shot back in their face, really.
This game is interesting, too, because as far as I know, like, all of the third parties that Capcom and all the other developers that they've
that's nice. And it just did flip us off just right away.
That they've gone out to, I guess that was the last thing we get to see. Fuck you, too. All the developers and all the third-party guys that they've gone out to, to get support to help them make games like Bionic Commando, and all that shit. None of those games have been good, right?
Yeah.
Even Dead Rising 3, for the most part, wasn't that great. That's Rising 2, I mean.
I think it was good, but I mean, I don't know.
It wasn't bad, but none of the stuff that their third parties have made so far has been like, fuck, oh, wow.
Well, Dead Rising 2 did sell very well. So well, I mean, Capcom bought that. Blue Castle Studios made them Capcom USA.
Capcom Canada or something like that.
Yeah, so, I mean, a lot of their games have been outsourced. Most of their games this generation.
Like a lot of their fucking...
All their fighting games were outsourced,
But I mean, when it comes to like non-Japanese developers, I think this one's kind of the cream of...
6 with Raccoon City.
Yeah, dude. This one is kind of
over well.
This is kind of the cream of the crop when it comes to all those games that they finally outsourced,
Yeah.
This
I mean,
it's
really the best
good.
game of it. I don't know. Like, it just, to me, it seems like such a great opportunity to expand their portfolio. Because, when... There's Andrew. Anyways, when you get so far away from something, sometimes it's better to just turn it into a new franchise, which is exactly how Devil May Cry was born.
Yeah.
It was Resident Evil, and then they're like, you know what, this is too different. Let's make it something
fresh.
Call it its own thing.
And
I kind of just don't know why they didn't do that with
this. Yeah.
It would have gone over so much better. They probably would have gotten more sales. I can almost guarantee they would have gotten more sales.
Maybe.
With a game like this, had they not tried to shoehorn it in and say, hey, it's our legendary reboot of our franchise. Nobody wanted a legendary reboot. We just
wanted more fucking DmC 5.
They wanted DmC 5, better or worse, whatever. I don't know. To me, it just... I wouldn't stop making games with Ninja Theory. I wouldn't stop making games like this.
I think they've already contracted them for something else. They were saying like they were so pleased with how this one came out that they already, and that's awesome. I mean,
I would say
fucking
really
deserve it.
Don't you probably shouldn't. You got a good game here. Just you shouldn't throw away one for the other.
Let Ninja Theory make the next Strider game. I'd be down for that.
Yeah, as long as Strider doesn't fucking look like this.
As long as he's not some emo. That would probably royally piss me off if they changed the look of Strider because I'm attached to that character. Yeah. Now I'm kind of relating to Devil May Cry hardcore fans because that would fucking if they turn him into some teenage asshole kid. Oh, fuck you.
He's Strider.
Fucking Strider. How do you change Strider? Fuck.
Yeah.
Shit.
Man, yeah, I think it's a good game, and people probably won't remember that I say this.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, he's always down on the game. I'm not down on the game, I'm down on the look.
Yeah. For the most part, I think...
It's like the characters in World are ugly. They're ugly on purpose, though. They're made to look pretty. I think it's ugly but beautiful. Nasty. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, I can go to, a lot... I can walk down the street if I want to see ugly people.
Ugly but beautiful. I think this is actually Ninja Theory's best game, too.
Probably, because Heavenly Sword was not...
Heavenly Sword was not, from what I played, was not good, and I didn't want to play anymore, avidly.
Was a good movie and a decent platformer and a shitty combat system.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff missing from Enslaved, from what I understand. And Devil May Cry 3 kind of hits it on the head with almost everything. Good combat.
They go after everything. They go after...
Great environments, awesome bosses, good character development, interesting story.
Nice combat system.
Yeah, well, I think the combat system's great. I mean, for what it is,
I like the combat system.
I think it's fantastic. I really dig the switching between weapons, on the fly and stuff like that. I kind of think that what Dante's got going in DMC 4 switching between the styles of DMC 3 and the weapons is a little fucking much. It's a little goddamn, oh fucking Jesus. People can get the hang of it, and I've seen people get the hang of it, of course, but it definitely requires an extra level of, I gotta play through the game about 6 times to get used to this.
Yeah, well, that's what the director from Capcom was saying. He was saying, I want, they didn't want to make the game so hard to learn.
Yeah.
That was the point of the battle system.
The accessibility of the combat is a lot easier in this one. So I don't know, maybe we'll come back to DMC. Maybe we'll play some of the Bloody Palace when it comes out. Oh, we gotta play Virgil's DLC.
So I know how you rank this as
a 9 out of 10.
Is it better than 4? Better
than 3? I think this is my I would tie this with, in the end I give Devil May Cry 1 a 10 out of 10. I honestly really like that game. The more I think about DMC 1.
I think DMC 1's the best.
DMC 2 gets about a 5, 6 out of 10, a low score. DMC 3 gets about a 9 out of 10. I think it's really good, despite some shortcomings. DMC 4, great combat. Everything else is a little Gets an 8 out of 10, and I think this one gets a similar grade to DMC 3.
I think I like 1 the best, and I like 4 a little more than 3.
Yeah.
And I probably like this a little more than 3.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have...
Not more than 4?
No, I like 4 a little more.
I can see that.
Because 4 is really fun.
It's a fun fucking game.
It's really fun, but
it's got...
And it's beautiful to look at, and it runs at 60.
Yeah.
And the worst part of 4 is the goddamn dice.
Yeah. Well, the goddamn dice and the goddamn backtracking.
The backtracking is so fast, though. You're doing it with a completely different style of gameplay, so it's it's shitty. But the reason why I like it a little bit, I can tolerate it more than 4 is or 3, because when you have to backtrack, you have to backtrack fucking Dante. It's not like you're backtracking, doing anything new. You're just going back to the same different room. The rooms are a little rearranged now, but you're still going back and fight more fucking spiders, more fucking this, more fucking that. Maybe you're a little better, you're a little smarter at it, you know how to fucking beat it, but, beat them quicker. But, 3 is just so unrelenting with its difficulty, and it demands so much of the player.
It demands a lot. It's a satisfying game, but it is a very demanding type of game.
It demands so much from the player.
This is the original Dante. This is the original design they were going to use for DMC.
Oh, I heard about the suspender one.
Yeah,
I heard about it, and they were and Capcom was like, no.
No, this is a little bit too much. This is what they were originally going to do, and they ended up going to something fucking Jesus. They ended up going to something like this.
Yeah.
And, this was one of them.
Yeah, I heard they had a whole bunch of different artwork, redesigns for Dante, and, I think Capcom... at first kept telling them go more different, and then they finally, threw out that fucking suspender one.
Yeah.
And then Capcom was like, Okay, never mind. Let's reel this back in.
Whoa, what the fuck? That was supposed to be cat? Holy shit.
What a shitty design.
It's interesting, that's for sure.
That one actually, I kind of like that last one you saw.
Yeah. Eva. Flashbacks.
Wow.
See, it's the asshole ninjas.
Yeah, and it's like your dad's trapped in hell, but so he's still technically alive. But like, no point in the game you go to like free him. Yeah, I think it's weird. Save for the sequel, obviously.
But imagine, I'm fairly sure there's going to be more of this game and not more of the original Dante after playing this, because I honestly think this game will sell well.
I don't know.
As pissed as I am that we won't be seeing Dante back, real Dante. That bums me out.
I don't know. About that. You gotta remember, Capcom is still a Japanese company.
Yeah.
And from everything I've heard, is the sales for this game or the pre-orders for this game are abysmal.
Interesting.
Like, there are no fucking pre-orders for DmC in Japan.
Interesting. Well, that'll have a lot to do with it.
No one fucking wants this game in Japan, and that's probably gonna like weigh heavily on Capcom because frankly, every Japanese-based company treats the world as Japan still. Like Nintendo still does this. Like they make they make so much money in Japan, yes, but they also make a lot of money in Europe and North America. But if you notice, every like system launch and price thing and everything is done basically at to what would fit best in Japan.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
When they brought out like the XL DS, the first DSi, that was just a bigger version.
Right.
Like, there was no reason to release that in America because our DSi was selling spectacularly here. But why did they make a big version? Well, because in Japan the DSi sales were starting to fizzle out.
Yeah. So
they needed a new iteration of the system. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it seems a little.
And I do kind of think, because like, look at it. Fucking Dragon's Dogma sold like 90,000 copies in North America.
Yeah.
90,000.
600,000 in like Japan or some shit like that.
So guess which game is getting a sequel next year?
Dragon's Dogma.
Dragon's Dogma. I mean, it's a large expansion, really.
Yeah, they really pay attention to Japan.
But yeah, who's getting more of who's getting a bigger boost here?
Definitely can see it.
Yeah, this game would have to sell over target estimations, which I think is 2 million units worldwide. That's sold, not shipped.
Right.
It would have to sell, I think, over 2 million copies before they would probably start considering making a sequel to this game. And even then, I mean, this game was in development for fucking ever too, so I don't know.
Fuck! Fuck, these guys are way faster now.
Trying on the
Son of Sparta.
So what are we playing next, Max?
I think we should play Metal Gear. Fuck.
No, I don't have Bayonetta.
I think we need to actually start getting our asses to work on Metal Gear because that's coming, man. Rising is coming like in less than a month now. We gotta be ready for it.
Alright, so my official statement on this game is it's a good game. I don't know why it's a Devil May Cry game, but it's worth playing.
Absolutely. Look at that shit. Fucking Jesus Christ.
Slick. These guys are like taking forever to kill now too. I mean,
yeah, it's hard.
Alright, so
oh yeah, that's just gonna about do it. Thank you guys very much for tuning into our playthrough, and we'll be back for more. If you want to see any specific game, and if you actually do just want to see us go through that Metal Gear, let us know, and we'll be back very soon. Peace, guys.